When did you learn that you were dyslexic?
I was diagnosed when I was 16. Yeah, the summer I finished my GCSEs, I got diagnosed.
I felt a relief because I knew that it wasn't that bad, if that makes sense. Like, it wasn't just in my head that like there was something wrong with me.
Left and right, I used to find really hard.
Everyone's like, you've got to make an L with your hand. I'm like, well, they both make an L, just one's backwards differently. So I often say, so just to be clear,
I'll be speaking and I'll completely like lose track of what I'm saying.
my short-term memory.
Really struggled with telling the time, and I still kind of do. I can't really do digital clocks very well.
I also can't do the whole quarter past and quarter to thing. Like, I don't get that.
Yeah, I have a very clear memory of sitting in a classroom and looking up at the ceiling and like working out ways of escaping through like imagination.
I spent my entire education unconsciously compensating for the fact that I had dyslexia and finding ways around it.
I just write things and it doesn't make sense at all.
I'd have it in my head, it's just I couldn't say it. Like, my brain was faster than my mouth, and like everyone always says that to me now. But like, yeah, it was quite embarrassing, like in class.
It's like a mental barrier. Like I can see it, but I can't get there.
If somebody had given me permission to do things differently,
With dyslexia, you tend to get like lower self-esteem because that's a sort of like the world is built for people who have who don't have a learning disability or disabilities. You just don't fit in and stuff. So I think that's really bothered me over the past couple of years and has brought me really down.
if I'd have known that I wouldn't have had this, gone through all the education system with this horrible tension of like, I'm not actually supposed to be here.
People often say to me like, you don't seem like you're dyslexic. It's just like, well, like so many people are dyslexic, so there's not a way which you should be dyslexic. It's like dyspraxia, dyscalculia, and there's lots of different like hidden things within it. And it's not just reading and writing, it's coordination, it's reading music, it's telling the time, it's tying your shoelaces, it's the way you listen in on conversations. You might end up getting like the end of a conversation.
I've spent like years of my life berating myself for being stupid, when actually it's okay, I'm not. I just need a different route.
What would you say to your younger self?
Ooh, you're dyslexic. You're not stupid.
I'm trying to embrace it really. More than anything.
I like that.
Trying to compare your abilities to other people, and you have lots of talents, but they don't necessarily like translate to in a classroom, but they translate to doing things creatively instead. So yeah, there we go.